Seems like I'm live at least. Let's see here. Sure looks like I'm live. I will double check. That audio sounds fine at least. Hello, hello. Okay. I think it sounds good enough. Game isn't too loud compared to me, I think. Let me get a link up. And then we'll get going. Alrighty. We are good to go. Okay. So, the only thing you missed, I ran to the first lantern. That's all that you really missed. I did kill the wolf, the scourge beast, on the first try. Ended up just getting a visceral attack on it, backstab. Didn't really make a big difference, you know, it just gives you its drops early. Doesn't matter. I just got 3 blood vials from it. That's why I have more than the base amount, at least. Alright. So, I'm doing this run because right now I'm on the Shadows of Yharnam on a separate run. And I was a little bit tired of getting killed by really the big reason for that is every time you die it's about 30 seconds to a minute's worth of downtime waiting for the game to get you back to the boss by like reloading your save data that you've uploaded like from cloud save. So I got tired of that. So I thought, why not give this a shot? I'm probably just going to be using the Saw Cleaver throughout the run. Probably won't swap the Blunderbuss either, honestly. What I did find out, Waste of Skin has more HP than Noble Scion to begin with. Which is kind of crazy to me. Good to know I can still get Viscerals. Oh. God, this guy will be. Whoa. There we go. Just a good test. See if I still got my skill. I don't plan on doing anything funky with this, like, just straight up blood level 4. Not gonna be doing any false depth dungeons or anything to get better gear. Not doing any skips, I think. Really? Either. The beginning of this definitely won't be very hard. Wow. That guy's death animation was long enough to get all of my health back for that. Jeez. I know also with the Saw Cleaver I should be using the transform attack more. I'm not too worried about being optimal. Not yet, at least. Not really worried about taking damage either. There we are. Right. Did I? There we go. I was gonna say, isn't there a dog to aggro over here? I don't think I did actually aggro him. That's good. I am actually gonna fight the Cleric Beast first. just because. May as well. Too bad I can't wield the Kirk hammer. That'd be a fun one to run with. Saw Cleaver's just definitely your best option. Nice. Fish rolls are so strong in the early game. I know they definitely get, I've never done a Blood level 4 run, but I know that by the end of the game, you want to be doing, like, 2 charged R2s instead. Oil. Yeah, that is oil. I don't really plan on using items on this run. Come and get me, dog. Make this even easier than it needed to be. Wow. I should go open the shortcut. How many... No, there's a, shard over here, isn't there? Bloodstone shard. Yeah, so I'm already 3/5 of the way there. That goes. No, 4. Oh. Nice. We'll see about aggroing just one of them. Maybe. Oh, did we get it? There we go. There we go. Oh, this is a little less good. I think I'm actually just gonna run. Come back, kill him in a second. Could always kill him here, you know? Against the doorway. That's a really safe spot to kill him. Yeah, as you can see, when I do the transform attack, it does way more damage than just a normal R1. It's longer, but you still have enough time to do it, generally. See, it's like... +60 damage instead of just 40 against a normal enemy like that. Wow, wait, they give you 5 shards just to begin with? Huh. Wonderful. I guess we'll go to +1 then, beforehand. Though the first upgrade is 3 anyway, now that I think about it. So they give you more than enough shards. And I'm also going to buy some of the armor here, because it's so much better than your starting gear. Assuming I have enough for... yeah. Oh. Oh, that looks so dumb. The hood. Let's go ahead and just sell those and see about getting another piece. Actually, I can afford the other 2 pieces. Nice. Honestly, the Yharnam set is one of my favorite designs. Yharnam, Gascoigne, and the Tomb Prospectors. All very early sets, and I think they're my favorites. Alright. have a feeling Cleric Beast won't be so bad. Though knowing my luck, I'm gonna screw up the fight a few times, and it won't be that easy, of course. Just knowing my luck. Or my skill. Honestly, I have a feeling that Gascoigne's gonna give me a little bit of trouble. Not so much Cleric Beast. Something about Gascoigne, he can be a little tricky when you're first starting. Discord. Oh, already so much more damage. Wonderful. I know there's a few items I've missed, but I'm not gonna worry about them, really. We're just gonna run past those guys. Okay. So far, so good. I actually was, playing on my other save file, I was really preferring not playing locked on. Oh, I even got the head hit, jeez. That's kind of surprising. Break the arm. Frame rate? Jeez, frame rate, really. There we go. Wow. What an easy thing to dodge, and it's the one thing that I really get hit by. Besides, like, the small, quick sweeps. Well, I think this one was a win, honestly. There we go, wonderful. Not so bad, honestly. Very good. Frame rate, though, did not want to handle that. So we're gonna go ahead and run to Gascoigne, open the shortcut and stuff, and then we'll probably head back. Just because I didn't really use that many echoes, or that many vials, you know? So I've noticed something with these guys' AI. If you're standing at like the right distance, they really do like to just do that grab attack. Like, chain those grab attacks. I'm surprised that they aggro when you attack the other one. I'll spam shots. There we go. And that should be a kill. If not, it's close. Yeah, it's a kill. Ooh. Nice. So far, very good luck. Getting a +2 before Gascoigne without really farming would be nice. I don't think I need to farm for Gascoigne, by the way. And seeing as I'm not leveling in this run, I'll be able to spend everything on vials. That'll be really nice. always funny when you get hit like that. Like, at the same time as landing the shot. Now this guy's actually the dangerous kind when it comes to those weird looking beast men. Something about his stick is very damaging. Very pointy, I guess. Should have gone the other way down, because the other way actually gets me about 8 bullets, at least. 3 or 6 to 8, I think. What with the couple shooty guys. Nice. Also avoids rats. So there is... other side, actually, yeah. This guy. He guards Arbor. The alternate hunter set, or whatever it is. Let's see what it's actually called. Yeah, the hunter set. This is the one from, like, the cover, you know? I think. Yeah. Not a big fan of it. And so... down we go. Whoops. Almost had that. So these guys you can farm for old hunter's marks. I never would, really, since you can just buy them, but... kind of interesting. They do have one really annoying attack that comes out really fast, where they just try to whap you with both their hands. That right there. Comes out kind of fast. Yeah, anyway. I'm just gonna run past the rest of this stuff. It doesn't really matter. There it is. I'll go this way then, since the boar will give me vials. Oh, really? Oh. I don't need this badge, but I guess it's kind of nice. Gives me other options for what to buy, but when it comes to weapons, but I'm not really going to use anything else, I think. I'm thinking I might... there's a possibility that I could need Numbing Mist or Amelia if I'm not going to be using, like, pellets or paper, you know? I don't know for sure, but I'll grab it just in case once we get over there. Also, I've got to say, with my practice on the Madara's Whistle run, I really do think I have a good chance of beating Shadows pretty easily. There's a lot of stuff that it turns out you can just sidestep. You don't even have to roll for or dodge. Kinda interesting. I said I was gonna return, but I don't think I will. Well. Ow. That didn't go quite so smoothly. There we go. We'll just spam bullets. That was pretty bad. No big deal, though. Ooh. 4. I think we could die here, but we'll give it a shot. I'll let the cutscene play.
beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Alright. Kinda want to avoid using my gun in this fight. Just a feeling. Phase 2 might be a little tricky. Nice, good shot. Doesn't do that much damage, does he?
What's that smell? Sweet blood.
That's a face tank.
It seems to me it's enough to make a man sick.
Oh, he actually did get the transformation out there. This phase can be kind of a... what with his pokes. And that spin. And apparently his use of the gun. Alright, that should be close to transformation time then. Yep. There we are. That hit me. There we are. Jeez. Cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. We beat him. So before we actually go to the Odin Tomb area, we're gonna travel back, and we're gonna spend our echoes. Because if you don't beforehand, once you trigger the cutscene into the cathedral, all the prices increase. Bullets cost 50% more, and vials cost double. So there's no real point in holding off, you know? Well, like that, and then the rest in these, yeah. Sweet. I don't care about that. The only thing I really worry about in this run is if I decide to do DLC. I have a feeling that that's gonna be a little tough. Ludwig will definitely... I know he has a few one-shots in both phases. Was never good at the Lawrence fight, mainly because I've only done it once, I do believe. Maria would be fun. And Cause is gonna be tough. I know I left out one of them, but they're not hard, so... They hit kind of hard, but I don't think they are strong enough to one-shot on every attack. The failures I'm talking about, by the way. Anyway. On to Old Yarnum, I guess. I'm just gonna skip this cutscene. It means very little. Actually, before we do Old Yarnum, we're gonna grab a couple blood gems. And get enough, These guys are weird with how easy they are to set up viscerals on. Like, it's as soon as they start moving their cane. Wow, what a blue elixir. That's not a very common drop. More files. Top hat. Is the hunter chest piece the same? It's not, look at that. Similar stats, at least. Anyway. There's some shards. That's a wide sweep he's got there, eh? Didn't think it would hit all the way behind him, honestly. Really? So we're actually gonna run past this guy and make sure to kill this first. Or at least try to kill it first. There we go. Good. So that puts us at 12. We need one more. There we are. There we go. At least this guy's pretty easy to dodge. Oh. Well, there we go. I didn't realize it gave you 5 there, too. Jeez, they just give you tons of bloodstone, or, yeah, bloodstone shards here. This is going to be a small damage boost. I think it's 1.1%. It's either that or like 8% plus a +1 to health regen. It is 1.1. Very small damage boost. Almost negligible. The health regen is also negligible because it's health regen only procs every 3 seconds. So that's 1/3 health regen, 1/3 HP health regen, which is garbage. You took a little bit of time to actually do the grab, huh? Yeah, we'll go ahead and return and upgrade and whatnot. Oh, look at that. That's wonderful. Let's see how much of a damage boost. Yeah, I thought it'd be about one damage. That makes complete sense. Alright, on to Old Yarnum. Old Yarnum's gonna be really fast. It's a very short area, really. A lot of the game is, honestly. At least if you know your way through. See what I mean about the whole just as they raised their stick. I mean, he wasn't even really moving at that time. We're not going to grab the fire paper or the pungent blood. Well, we might grab the pungent blood cocktails, but we're not going to use them. I'm going to try to avoid using items for the most part. What? What did I do there? I just clipped through him. Just completely weird. Never seen that before. Come at me, dogs. Good hits. Alrighty. Oh, you're not dead. I believe that's a madman's knowledge right here. Look at that. I haven't forgotten everything. Oh, there's two. We won't really be needing those. Anything we can buy there, we're not going to be using, really. We'll buy Gascoigne's armor. Some of those armors, but, that one's the, like, 9.7, right? No, it's not. Jeez. It's even worse. There we are. And he even clipped through the world for us. Wow. Is this antidotes right here? It is. So those might be one of the few items I use, because poison in this game, you know, it's just one of those things. I don't want to be using, I guess, damaging items is really what it comes down to. But we're going to go ahead and put antidotes right there on the hotbar. This is a few more bloodstone shards, along with that one right there, but I'm not going to grab that one. I think this is like 3? Yeah, and then that's one more, but again, we don't need it, so... I could upgrade my gun, but I'm not going to be using my gun for damage. I'll have to upgrade it once at some point, but the 3 I got, and I already had plenty, so... Hunter's torch is over here, plus 2 of these guys. This one's in the open, that one's for the... yeah. Oops. There it is. Drop down here. That's a shortcut for later, if we actually open the shortcut. Which I might, just because I know there's a chance of dying to Bloodstarved Beast. It just requires, doesn't really require, but there's a couple Scourge Beasts and other creatures that get in the way, generally speaking. There's like 3 of them back to back, 1 busts through a door. And through that doorway is where you actually get to that shortcut. We'll see later. Now for this area, normally you would go through buildings and stuff to hide from the Gatling gun, but there's a much better path. Here you'll see, he actually tells you, unfortunately, you must die, or whatever. Yeah, which is why I must stop you. You just jump off here, and then just run. Run past that hunter, it's fine. And there you go. That's that entire first area just skipped. It's so much faster that way. Way less dangerous, too. I actually got hit there. Not really sure what hit me. I guess one of the small creatures. If you go up there, you can actually talk to Jura. Well, in this case, we haven't actually killed Pearl, so you can fight Jura. So I'm not going to do that. Not a big deal that we didn't kill that guy. This is the upper area. You normally come through the lower part, obviously. When you do that, you can't hit this. This is very important. It lights that big beast on fire. In doing so, it kind of changes how enemies interact in this room. They don't like light, so they kind of hide. Which is nice. That screeching there is actually it's a larger version of those hooded creatures we've been killing. They buff everybody else when they do so. That's just a cosmetic thing there. You can see that that one has red eyes now and stuff. The only thing that we really need from this area... Whoops, messed that up again. Is this right here. It's... I know you didn't get to see that. It's it lets you access the first Chalice dungeon, which you unlock after you kill Bloodstarved Beast. But that'll be important. We are probably going to do some of the Chalice dungeons. I don't know if I'm going to 100% them. like the story ones. They're a bit of a pain. Not all that enjoyable to do. I like the random ones, the root chalices, but not the story ones. This is a shortcut. It leads right back to that ladder that we ran to. Also that hunter there. You can see, yeah. Alright. Over to this side, we've actually got a couple... This is the direction we have to go, that way. But over to this side, we've got a couple crows, and... I don't remember what the item is over here, actually. I want to say either stone shards or advanced knowledge. Yeah, it's stone shards. Nice. Very good. Oh, wouldn't it be great to die here? Let's not. How about that? Alrighty. A few things here. We've got a couple more of those hairy guys that I haven't actually killed any of them. There's like 2 or 3 of them in this area. They kind of hide behind the mist. Once we get in here, they'll actually come to us. Or should. Or not. The smoke, I guess, more so than mist, because those are like charred bodies. These guys, though, not very dangerous. They can get buffed as well from the roars. Every beast creature here can get buffed by that screeching. Then we've got, you'll see one Scourge Beast. Looks like he's already aggroed. Whoops. You have another Scourge Beast, though, behind him that comes up just from the left side there. Come fight me. Oh, that's such a good way to kill them. See, there he is. This should be a couple pungent blood cocktails. Yep. Well, there we go. Bit of a waste of ammo, but that's fine. We're not going to be using our ammo in the boss fight. So we have a bit of a split here. That way it's just a couple items I'll show you. You can actually see up there, there's a Scourge Beast. Kind of hard to see there, but he's hanging on the wall there. He doesn't drop down till you actually walk past him. There's a better view of him. Once you walk past him, there's an item back here, Beast Blood Pellets. See? So he's supposed to come at you once you actually go to the item, kind of corner you. Clearly I won't let that happen. 6 Beast Blood Pellets. Those give you Beasthood, and let you build up Beasthood for a bit. Beasthood gives you an increase in damage as you hit stuff, only with physical attacks, and gives you a decrease in defense. Very good, once you're already in one-shot territory from a lot of stuff. This is actually that specific Scourge Beast that busts through the door I was talking about. Shortcuts up there. More stone shards. Don't really need them, but we could just about cap a weapon, cap a gun. Oops. There we go. I'll take the files. That's fine. There's something, I don't actually remember what that is. It's probably like a consumable soul, but yeah, there's a guy hiding here. No, it's more bloodstone shards, of course. At this point in the game, they really want you to have an upgraded weapon. This is that shortcut I was mentioning. Up there's the ladder that brings you back up to the top. I don't remember what this is. Ah! To fire paper. Fire paper works like pine resin in the Dark Souls games. Gives you a fire damage buff for a while. Very good in this game, though. Unlike fire paper or fire resin in Dark Souls 1. There is one of those screechy guys right here. The screechy guys are actually bigger, stronger versions of the normal enemies there. And then you've got a Scourge Beast that gets buffed. He's right there. Shouldn't have aggroed him, really. I think that's some Bold Hunter's marks. Seems he didn't chase, so I might go back and grab those, just to double check. Or Bloodstone Shards, yeah. After we kill Bloodstar Beast, the next boss, we'll actually be able to find large stone shards, which will be nice. Kinda wanted to wait for that beast to move so I could grab those hunter's marks. Seems he might be aggroed though. Yes, he is. There we are. It was bullets. Oh, I was wrong. I'm okay with that. I was already using a bunch of them, so that works out. So if you actually go around the sides of these areas, you'll see these guys spawn, or just hanging around. No real reason to come around here. Just a couple items, or, yeah, consumable echoes. I don't even think there's an item on this side, is there? No, there's not. Just another one of those hooded figures. Anyway, on to the boss. You can see him there. Let's double check that there's nothing behind me. This is one of the more annoying bosses I find in the game. He moves a lot, is his big issue. We'll see here. Pungent blood cocktails usually help a ton. And he also does poison in his later phases. So that's a big way you deal with him, is just circle strafe him. More so than dodging away. See? So he's really not that bad of a fight. That's a good hit. As you can see, he does decent damage for this point, though you would probably have higher health already. I was a little low, or a little slow on my second R2 there, as you can tell. Honestly, circling to the, or counterclockwise, yeah, that's what we'll say, is generally better, I think. A lot of his attacks start from the left, as you can see. In this phase, he doesn't have a lot of attacks. He unlocks a grab, I think, in phase 2 is when he gets it. That's him going into phase 2. That's his grab. Yep, so he has it. He just stands still. It's kind of obvious because of that. Looks kind of awkward, but at least it's a good tell. Oh, almost had that. He's about to go into phase 3, actually, already. His phase 3... That's a new combo he has there, by the way. His phase 3 allows him to actually emit poison, as you can see there. He'll actually now do a stance right here, yeah, where he's about to actually explode. And that leaves a poison field in that one specific area. For the longest time I thought it just left it on him. It does not. So really it just means you have to reposition. Now when he attacks though, he does emit poison. So you have to be a little more careful of your poison buildup now. There's his full combo. He unlocks that in phase 3, I do believe. You do want to watch out for that, because you can get a few hits in, but he takes reduced damage while he's doing that, and the AoE hurts you at the end. He seems to do them at pretty set intervals, at least. Yeah, as you can see, my poison's building up kind of fast. That grab is pretty strong at this point. May not one-shot. It'll probably one-shot me, but I don't know for sure, honestly. Playing a little passive right now. I don't need to be this passive, but giving a good look at his moveset too, so. Oh, don't like that. Alright, we're gonna move back across the arena. And then he'll come to us. We might be able to finish him off here. Oh yeah. Definitely. Alright. Let him do one more attack, really? And there we have it. He's dead. Look at that. Not so bad, that was it. Hopefully that gives a good taste of how he works. If you do get poisoned and you run out of antidotes, there are 4 here? 3 here at the back of the room. As you can see though, just maintain your distance. Don't be too aggressive. Well, you can be, honestly, if you have better damage or anything. You can be way more aggressive with that and still not worry about getting poisoned. I don't think I even got over half of a poison bar. Alrighty. So, doing this, actually, I didn't point it out earlier. I should have. It's no big deal. So this... Let's see what this one is. Okay, so this is the Beckoning Bell. We're never going to use that. It lets you summon people in online for co-op and whatnot. And then this is the Old Hunter's Bell, which is if you don't have online, or even if you do, technically. But you can summon NPCs with that. That's what that one does. We may as well upgrade our weapon. Upgrading it once gives you that slot. That slot is kind of important. If you get the right gems, it lets you get health regen and stuff. And if you can actually get enough health regen, it's good. The damage might look really low on the blunderbuss, but the thing is, it's a bunch of pellets, so it only tells you the base damage of each pellet. While the damage might not always be as good as, say, like a pistol or something, if you're point blank and can hit with every pellet, it's gonna do good damage still, as long as it's on level. So these we just unlocked. Use the Ritual Altar to create a Chalice dungeon with the Chalice Ritual. And this is what we just got for killing Bloodstarved Beast. We picked up the Ritual Blood in the Fire Room. We're gonna go ahead and use that. We're not gonna go to this dungeon right now, though. We'll come back to it. Chalice dungeons are, for the most part, after you do the story stuff, at least, randomly generated. And they have some of the best gear in the game when it comes to actually getting gemstones and whatnot, blood gems. Guess I should say they quite literally do have the best gear in the game when it comes to that. But they're also some of the hardest content. Difficulty scales up further than the base game does, but they aren't affected by NG Plus and whatnot. Alrighty. So after you kill Bloodstarved Beast, this door opens up. I didn't show that it was closed in the first place, but this door was closed beforehand. And it just opens after you kill Bloodstarved Beast. Kind of weird. There's a hole there. You can go through that. It gets you a Carol rune, which we haven't seen any of yet. Actually, it gets you the Odin Writhe rune, which lets you carry +4 Quicksilver bullets. Oh, and there's our first one, actually. This one lets you carry +1 vial, blood vial. It's the weakest version. There are higher levels of it. Go and find the other guy. There's, yeah, a guy hiding in wait there. Apparently he's gonna be really passive, though. Alright, then we've got a gunner off to the side there. And 2 more guys. Just kill the gunner fast, we'll be fine. Tag. That's fine, though. This next room, you've got a machine gun man in the corner there. And you've got him with a sword. Not a very dangerous room either. Yeah, just don't get caught in the Gatling gun fire and you'll be fine. Outside we've got 3 more enemies, 2 gunners, 1 in a wheelchair. but he's got a strong gun. The other one's just a normal gunner. And then waiting over there. I don't know if we can get a view of him or not. No. Not yet. Anyway, there's a third guy. A brute. Him. Bring him in. Well, let's spam our gun, shall we? There we go. Alrighty. So in this part, it's just a big falling puzzle, you could say. I'm not a big fan of it, but this is really what you're looking for here, these ropes. You can get all the way down otherwise, but it's a little more tricky, so what I do is, and what a lot of people do I believe, just roll off right here, land on this. Fall damage is percentage based in this game, so you won't die from that, no matter how much health you have. So it'll always hit you at about half health. This is actually a secret area, sort of secret. It's part of unlocking the super final boss, though. The abandoned old workshop. It might look a little familiar. Huh. Anyway. There's a few things here. The doll set, it's worth 35,000 if you sell in all pieces at least. Old Hunter's Bone, I don't think I have the skill to use that, do I? No, I don't. It's actually arcane. Gives you a different kind of dodge. 1/3 umbilical cord. There's a lamp here. And then the hair piece right here. Hair pin. Can't do anything else here. You can examine the doll. It'll be an abandoned doll. I don't think there's anything else. Let's take a quick look around real quick. Redundancy. Yeah, that looks to be it. Alrighty. So we're gonna go ahead and return to the Hunter's Dream and give her the hair ornament, because it goes to the doll. In doing so, she'll give us a teardrop, and we can crush that teardrop to get a blood gem. I haven't talked to her at all yet, right?
What? What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel a yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter. Could this be joy?
Sure, we'll say it's joy. Alrighty. So you can see, tear stone. Used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. So the droplet shape actually does fit in any blood gem slot type. We can see here though. I mean, honestly, we may as well do that. +1 damage doesn't really matter. So now we have 3 HP regen, which is 1 HP per second. At an inch full of every 3 seconds. Anyway, the doll set is not very strong, but it sells for a lot. As you can see, it's got some of the worst defenses in the game, even. Decent frenzy resist. Nothing too special about it, though. Looks funny, though, if you wear it. Alrighty. We're gonna buy a hand lantern. We don't need it. I just like it. I picked up a couple badges earlier. This is from killing Cleric Beast. And then these 4 you can actually buy after getting the Saw Hunter badge, which you get from the area with the boar. Unlocks a few items too. We're just gonna buy like 80 of these and 90 of those. Yeah, it's pretty even. We don't need echoes for anything, so besides that, and now we're really well stocked. Oops, I went to the wrong area. Wonderful. So I meant to travel back to the abandoned workshop. Sorry, I'm stretching. Oh, always good to stretch. Anyway, you travel to the abandoned workshop, and once you get there, you can travel down to the bottom of the pit pretty easily. It's like 2 or 3 more drops. Pretty hard to die from that, unless you're just trying to. There's a, you could say a mini-boss at the bottom of the pit, but it's not very tough, because first of all, it starts with its back to you. So it's open to a free visceral. Second, it's just not got a lot of health. It's just a unique enemy for the base, or for the outside of Chalice dungeons, really. Alrighty. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You can make a jump across here if you want. Reduces your fall damage. Well, not if you miss the next platform. No big deal. This is the enemy. As he's waking up, you can set up a visceral on him. He'll try for like 1 attack on you, and if he's already that low on health, then he'll go into his phase 2, because he does have a phase 2. And in that time, you can definitely kill him. Really not bad. Nice one. Good hit, Crow. I actually don't really know a lot of what's over here, because I always just blitz my way through this area. Pardon me, dog. So that guy, if he kills you, he'll actually kidnap you. The guy with the bag on his back there. There's some other stuff here, Madman's Knowledge. There's a tentacle fool, stuff like that. The bagman, if he does actually kidnap you, leads you to an alternate area. We'll get to that place later, though, I think. We'll send that back down, even though we don't need to. So now we're behind. I didn't show this, but we're behind a gate that we previously couldn't get behind. There's an alternate way through here. You can buy the crest key. It was in the shop. It's 10,000 echoes, so it's pretty pricey at this point in the game. But it lets you skip killing Bloodstarved Beast. This is Numbing Mist. We might need that later. Probably not, really. But there's a chance. With Amelia. I think our damage is good enough, though. There it is. This is another messenger hat. Not important, but a cute aesthetic. If you think the messengers are cute, which is meh. This is a shield. It's mostly worthless. I got use out of it one time back in AG +6 against Ebriatus, a boss that we'll see later. We're gonna run past the enemies here, because they are all very strong and very angry. That's a side area. That's an alternate area. Ooh, that should have hit me. But this fight is not optional. Well, not unless you do a glitch. So, let's go ahead and see if we can beat it first try. You can see her there. Standing, or sitting, I guess. We'll get a closer look. There's a cutscene, so I'll go mute myself. You'll notice right off the bat, she's quite ugly there. After transforming. She's a very fun fight. She's a very large monster, so a lot of her attacks are pretty big. Her tails are quite large. That's one of her more dangerous attacks, at least in Phase 1. It's a slam. If you're far enough away, you want to backpedal instead of actually trying to get close. That slam attack is a great opening, as you can see. Nice, good hit. She actually does have an input read for this fight. Like, she does a little bit of input reading. If you heal, she'll prioritize her jump attack, generally speaking. I'll show you here. You want to backpedal. You see it has a shockwave to it. A couple sweeps. Oh, this is awkward again. You can also sidestep that, actually. It doesn't track at all, so... Really, those hit me. Her arms can be broken, and her legs can also be broken, which is attack a lot. I guess sidestepping it is also safe. It's really that she has an alternate form of that attack in Phase 2. Nice. So as you can see, we got a good couple breaks there. We can probably break this other arm soon. Wasn't even paying attention to her there. There we go, there's the jump attack, as you can see. Prioritizing that after I healed. See? So if you just delay your dodge slightly, you can dodge around it. Once you get her down to the... about... ouch. 2/3 health mark, or 1/3 health mark, I guess I should say. 1/3 health left. She'll go into Phase 2. It's a little more aggressive. She unlocks a few new attacks. I'm not playing my best right now against her. There's the other break. Then if you can get enough damage on her, there you go. So you can set her up for a visceral. I'm probably better off just being at blood level 4, going for an R2 there instead or something. Just some DPS instead of going for a visceral, but that's fine. There we go. Actually, there's her Phase 2. It's when she screeches like that. This unlocks a new moveset for her. A lot more bigger attacks, I guess you could say. Nice sweep. It also unlocks, though, healing. She can heal. Good, she repaired her face there. You'll know when she's going for a heal, though. She'll hold up the pendant. She'll also try to get away from you before she goes for it. Oh, good. It's a really awkward area to be in for temper tantrum. Got another visceral setup. She'll usually do 2 backsteps. What it is, like if she's trying to get away from you. Oh yeah, her charge attack has a follow-up. Or her jump attack has a follow-up. There. So a sweep. She has a sweep and a grab, actually. They both look kind of similar. There it is. That's her bigger slam. She only gets that in Phase 2. It's way more dangerous. It's got a cone AoE instead of just a straightforward one. It also hits much farther away. That's a bite. She hasn't hit me with it yet. That's actually a different jump attack, as you saw. But she can use that one in Phase 1. She just didn't. There's her grab. There's her heal. So you can hit her with Numbing Mist, and it will disable her healing. She kind of tries to heal a lot. When she goes for a heal, though, she likes to try to heal multiple times in a row. It'll disable it for 30 seconds, maybe? I don't know how long, actually. Not my smoothest fight, bleh. Not my smoothest fight, but we beat it. So very good. We got to see most of her moves. I'm trying to think if we didn't see all of them. We didn't actually get hit by the grab, but otherwise, we saw most of them. She doesn't do one-shot damage even at base defense, luckily.
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell. Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
I don't have Mortal Shell.
No.
If I had Mortal Shell, I would be, but
I tell you, I will not forget.
I don't want to spend money on it. Undone by the blood.
Made men by the blood. Undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open.
Fear the old blood.
It's weird, because I swear it sounds like Mikolosh speaking there.
I must take my leave.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Mortal Shell. Have many people completed that yet? I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It would not take much convincing for me to get that game, unfortunately. Don't tempt me. I might have to, honestly. We're gonna go ahead and return. And then we're gonna actually warp back to the Grand Cathedral, by the way. From there we're gonna go face the Witches of Hemwick. Not a very tough fight. Probably one of the easiest fights in the game, even. Oh yeah. Killing Amelia also unlocks a DLC. 2 people already? But you gotta think, how many people are going for it really, right? And how long is the game? I know nothing about the game, though. Like, I don't even know what the game looks like. I have not looked into it at all. There are lots. Wonder what my chances would be. I guess if I wait, lower. Oh, by the way, this is what you need to open the gate if you want to skip Bloodstarved Beast. I know you know that, but I did see that, but I don't use Twitter. Yeah, I've actually been on the Covenant of Champions recently, just because I saw, was it Led or was it Stowe? One of them was putting up bounties to do Madara's Whistle only runs, or kills. And I wanted a shot at those. Let's see. From Stowe. Yeah. And I wanted to try those out because they seemed like fun. Oh wow, okay. So now lots of people. I'm gonna go ahead and buy Gascoigne's armor. I'm a big fan of it. Wow, just straight up worse. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Stuff like that. Oh, that just looks so wrong, though. Ah, I don't like my hunter's face. I don't know, I'll look into getting it, I think. I was tempted to already buy it, but I'll think about it. I don't know what shells are in the game, though, so I don't know what that would stop you from using, like what kind of restriction that is. I did play Sekiro, yes. Oh, quick question though, also. What is the King of the Kill? I guess I could just look it up real quick, because I didn't look into what the King of the Kill this month is. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, it's auxiliary. Right, I remember. I saw that. I didn't have any good ideas for that, I think was the thing when I first saw the announcement. Never been a fan of using that stuff anyway, so, like, I didn't have any idea of what to start with. Oh, good. Always glad to hear that there are a lot of submissions. I need to do those more, honestly. They're fun. Coming up with kill ideas. I wonder if there's something I could... I mean, I know, actually. Bloodborne would be an interesting one with the auxiliary, just because it's kind of easy to set up. Well, not easy, but you can get some pretty high auxiliary numbers with blood gems. Why should I kill that guy? Wow, these guys are really active. I mean, I would probably do slow poison if anything, because fast poison's just bleed in this game, isn't it? And that would... I don't know. I also only have a couple days, don't I? No, it's like a week away. Huh. Wow. That thing's hitbox. Jeez. Is there? If there is, then that would be cool. I don't think there is, though. I've got plenty of time then. I mean, I do have classes starting back on Monday, but they're also just starting back, you know what I mean? A little more leeway at the beginning of the semester. I honestly don't really know what sort of choices I would have in Bloodborne. Never really do auxiliary stuff. One more large, and then we can get a +4. Finally. It's been at +3 for so long. I could probably do a Dark Souls 1 King of the Kill, but I don't know, I feel like watching a slow poison fight is just kind of boring. It's a lot of standing around, or toxic I guess I should say, because you could do toxic. That would still be pretty slow. But, you know me, always for those slow kills. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes. Yes, you can. That's been a huge thing that's been nice. It really just depends on how long their death animation is, too, for how much healing you can get, obviously. But there are some enemies. There was one guy I got a good 4 hits of heals off, even after he was dead. Oh. I'm surprised that does so little damage, honestly. I didn't think you'd be... I mean, I know that's just a normal enemy, but I didn't think you'd be that tanky at blood level 4. Speaking of which, I haven't been showing my stats, but I haven't leveled up at all, obviously. Nice. Good shove. Both of you. Good shoves, both of you. Wow, that did more damage than the other guy. Wow. These ladies really want me dead, huh? Yeah, you see 4 hits there. 4 heals there. That's always a weird trigger to me. That guy doesn't drop down until, like, you break those barrels or something. It's weird. Alright. They do spawn these guys in this fight, but this fight's not going to be hard. Apparently they always start in the same spot, it seems, too. That's what it seems like, anyway. As you can see, this fight can be kind of cheesed. Apparently. I thought this might work, but I hadn't actually tried it out yet. Alright, I think the other one spawned now. There you go. Oh wait, no, you're just spawning an enemy. You're not even leaving yet. Oh, that was a little closer. Okay, now that one's pretty weak, we're gonna go ahead and find the other one and beat them up some, huh? I thought I heard something over there, huh? Yep. Is this the wrong one? Screw you. These guys are annoying. They've got a long combo. But they're not very dangerous, generally speaking. They're just not usually fast enough. We're just gonna repulse that, or visceral that one. Can you even get a backstab afterwards? You definitely could. That's so dumb. Wow. That's surprising how bad they are. Alright, well I know where this one is. Oh, I know where they are now. I like how I had a better time on my whistle run than this one. Just because these guys weren't being very aggressive at all. Again? You're just coming back to me again. Oh. Back off. Oh. I'll go for the heavy hit there. And then a visceral. That didn't kill yet, okay. There we go. Easy fight. Well, it was the first encounter anyway, so you can't get that. So I'd have to, like, run back and fight them a second time. But that is a very good strategy for that if you just want the easiest and most boring fight. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. The only downside of getting insight upon finding bosses. Alrighty, and this is as far as I've made it on my Whistle Run. Hidara's Whistle Run. Took a lot of hits on them for being such an easy boss. I should say I've made it to the shadows, so I've made it a little further. Because I've made it to the forest, but... I never opened the actual gates to, get through to, the forest yet, so I gotta take a slightly longer path. I'm stuck on shadows on the whistle. I'm still not sure how to get reliable hits on them, is the thing. Like the timing for reliable hits. It's really awkward to me. Is Bagman? Bagman is over there. Pearl is one of those fights that I'm really not that good at. We're just gonna open this just in case I die, you know? I don't think I've died yet on this run, actually. Hello there, Alfred. How strong is that blood gem? Ah, 10% at full health. That's decent. Better than what I've got. Yeah, doesn't it just say, like, dead? Already dead, yeah. I like that. I'm really tempted to take one of the slightly faster ways through the forest, but I don't really have a good reason to. Nice. Oh, that would have been such a terrible way to die. Be covered in oil and then just get whapped by a torch. There we go. Trying so hard. Well, that was not worth it the way that I did that. Seems I should probably actually upgrade my weapon to +4 at least. Wow. That was a dumb way to get hit. Oh, the tracking is so awkward sometimes. These guys hit kind of hard, at least. There's a jump you can do right here, back in this area. By the way, you should come over here for this guy. What the? That was weird. My controller didn't want to stay connected or something. Like that. I couldn't totally tell what was happening there. More fall damage. Yeah, I know, right? I find it weird this is all oil. We may as well open the shortcut. Yeah, that's a good excuse why. So we can get a +5. Technically, I think we can get enough chunks to get to a +7 before we get out of the forest. I think. I might be off on that, but sounds about right. But yeah, there's a jump you can do back over by those crows and that crystal lizard that just lets you reach this area without having to do any of the rest of that running there. He didn't even have 5 health, wow. Or he had at most 5 health. Alright. Is this a madman's knowledge? It is. Nope. Wrong button. Trying to check how many madman's knowledge I had. Let's just not die by him. Okay. Oh, didn't even matter. Alright, we're gonna go upgrade our weapon. Yeah, 3 hits is quite a few to kill a crow, so an upgrade would be great. Now, we might want to do the first of the Chalice dungeons, too. Not a big fan of the story ones, but would be a good idea. Could get some better blood gems, you know? Alright. Do it with +0? I imagine having a +0 weapon in this game would be a pain. Yeah, I guess we'll do it. I don't like the story chalice. It's really boring. I also don't like the first boss. I just don't like the undead giant in general. They are not fun to fight. Though they do input read on healing. So you could technically kind of cheese them that way. Legend run. Oh. One of these days I'll finish a legend run. Oh. I would say I'm probably good enough to pull one off, at least. Just a matter of doing it. And if I'm not good enough, then I can always improve. Clearly. Oh yeah, our damage is good here. Pardon me. Exactly. Then again, I've still got that Armor of Thorns run in the works. I just haven't gone back to Dark Souls 1 in a long time. That's what it is. Just didn't even try to dodge that. Just didn't even try to dodge that either. Amazing. break? Kinda broke there. There you go. Yeah, being invincible while pulling levers is wonderful. It's so nice when it comes to getting through or getting the loot that you want from Chalice dungeons, not actually taking damage or anything, just being invincible. It's so nice. Luckily the Undead Giant shouldn't be that bad just because we have a +5. So yeah. The big thing though, he hits hard, has slightly awkward timings on his dodges, and if you dodge with them, you're going to get hit. Yeah, actually, a lot of the story dungeons are pretty short, honestly. And they aren't really hard, they're just boring. And they get repetitive on, you know, if you do multiple playthroughs, and that's really where I don't like it. Because I love the randomness of dungeons. Oh yeah. It can be a pain, though, if you've got low damage and low defense. Granted, I do have, well, low survivability, I should say. Which I do have, but clearly it wasn't that bad. There's a trap right here, by the way. Step on that, it just spawns like 4 enemies, I think. Don't remember which direction it is. I think, yeah, it's this way. So this woman spawns enemies, and they aren't really all that bad. Specifically, that one's weird. I don't know if she spawns that one when she... Like, that one... Pretty sure it's only that one that throws Molotovs. It's weird. Oh, nice. And then, of course, you got this guy. Oh, is that a one-shot? It was. I think that was my first death of the run. That bonus damage for counter hits. Oh, so strong. Not bad. That's pretty far for not dying, I think. Making it to Shadows. Or close to making it to Shadows, at least. Yeah, I think that one just starts out spawned or something. How did she get my echoes? Alrighty. See you later. Oh my god. This enemy is so awkward. I think it's a really dumb enemy. And they don't show up often, is the other thing. That's so dumb. Again? Look at how fast he hits and stuff, too. Jesus. Why? There's no point in even fighting this guy. Nice. Oh well. I'm just gonna go find the boss. I don't need my echoes. Partake. Second boss is 3 of those guys guarding the first lever. I don't know what they're called, the, like, merciless watchers and whatnot. Yeah. Exactly. It was actually, that enemy was their inspiration for Dark Souls 3, I'm sure. Oh, amazing start. So what's interesting about that attack, the entire time they're moving during it, you're just able to get a parry off on them. I'm surprised I haven't gone to their phase 2. Could I get a drop attack and not get killed? Yeah. Wasn't worth it. Yeah. There we go. Now they've swapped. I think transformed is just... it's about equal damage there, huh? I was gonna say I thought transformed was just worse. Alright. Oh. What a flop. There we go. At least I like the third fight. That was a lot of fun. Tempering damp. 10.5%. Yes. We're finally getting some damage. If I remember correctly, blood gems, they stack multiplicatively too, so they get pretty strong. I think this room also has a spawner woman. God, they really like that type of enemy, huh? So the boss fight that we're heading towards, by the way, is called the Watchdog of the Old Lords, if you didn't know. It's not very hard, at least. It's really just a lot of backpedaling and hitting it in the face. Somewhere around here. Oh wait, no, we go up the stairs, right. I was thinking the entrance was on the very bottom floor, but it's on the middle floor. The place we're looking for. You'll notice a lot of spawned enemies when I get up here, probably. Or not. Where is she even? She's supposed to be up here. Weird. Oh, wait, I'm just blind. Okay. So this room has a pretty unique enemy in it, right here. It's supposed to. There's supposed to be a woman here. Like there we are. Not very hard to kill, but they drop a bunch of blood vials. Next ad. Nice. Oh, nice. Let's go ahead and kill the spawning woman. All these enemies. Oh, that didn't kill you? There we go. Alright. Wow. That was just the worst timing on my part. Alright, we're gonna probably kill this boss and then call the stream, honestly. We made a lot of progress, so. One thing interesting are these little guys right here. They like to light their lamps if you've been past them. Apparently not that one, but a lot of them do to kind of mark where you've been and where you're going. Kind of cool. Pretty sure this guy, 90% of the time at least, maybe it's 100% actually, starts out with a charge attack. Free hits. So the big thing is, if you just stick by his head and punish his bites and whatnot, eventually you can break his head, and you'll take increased damage there. Until then, though, he takes reduced damage. So it's a bit of a trade-off, I guess. Also, you have to watch out for that attack. What the? I've never seen that before. That's cool. That's kind of dangerous, huh? You can see he leaves himself wide open when it comes to actually hitting at his head. You're pretty safe most of the time. As I get bits. Alright. Pretty sure that's his strongest attack. I might be wrong, but it's really easy to dodge. Just don't be close to it. Really? See, look at that. Went from 75 damage to 240 in the head. That has such weird knockback to it, too. Oh. There we go, 302 when I'm at max damage. Wow. Alright. And that's the whole chalice dungeon, that is. We're gonna go ahead and equip our gems and then probably call the stream there. We'll pick up with shadows some other day. Who knows? Oh. let's see, what do we have? This one changes your damage to fire, which is kind of meh a lot of the time. As you can see, it's just pure fire damage. So you lose all scaling in terms of physical damage. It just converts the scaling to fire damage, which is interesting at least. And that's really all we have to change. Alrighty. Well, this was a fun stream. Thanks for watching, anybody that did, and I will see you guys later.